Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, guys. This is going to be my Elliot Wave Count for Euro, US dollar, gold, pound yen, and pound dollar. But first of all, any views, opinions, or suggestions that are expressed in this video do not constitute to trading or financial advice. So let's get started here on Euro USD. So Euro USD, from what I said last week, we are going to expect that sort of downside. And if you check my previous video, I did say that, and yeah, we're eventually coming towards that downside level. What I've expected is essentially from here to there, we could possibly start to see the market essentially move. We've hit that 618% level. Are we going to now move in a corrective manner towards the upside, giving us that wave X or wave B, basically give us that three waves? So as you know, this moved in three waves: one, two, three. Hit that 61.8%. Are we going to continue going up higher? Trying to get a 61.8% hit on this level, around here, these levels right here, before we then essentially continue to see more downside come in, giving us an equal length of here, A, B, and then C. Okay, so in terms of what's happening now, we could possibly see some sort of rejection coming in for that 61.8% extension. So we could essentially start to see the market move more towards the upside, but it's not going to move towards the upside in the sense of an impulse move, let's be 1 2 3 like that. It's going to move extremely correctively towards the upside. So you can be a 1 2, then this is a 1 2 3, and then it should come down again in three waves, however it wants to, like that, and then it goes up again in three waves, and then we get the move down. So this could basically be the start of something bullish in terms of the short term, but the overall long term degree is we are creating low lows, lower highs. We've broken market structure. Here's the retest. Nice, if you people want to call it the head and shoulder pattern, all of that stuff right there. And that's where we essentially come to. Now we could essentially, that's just obviously one figure. Now since we've broken through that sort of head and shoulder pattern. We are coming towards these levels. Now this could essentially mean a few things, which is one, it rejects that 61.8% level, and we move up in three ways towards the upside before we then come down. That's still on the table. The second thing is, this move hasn't been completed yet. So what do I mean by that is essentially, the way the market has moved, could this essentially be a 1 2 3 4 5 a 5 move as an A B, and then we are currently in that wave 4? Could we expect one more push down before we start that correction back towards upside, and then we continue? That's also a possibility as well. Okay, it's just how the way this market has moved. We have a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 1, wave 2, 1 2 3 4 5, wave 3. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this has basically moved, I think, in three waves. So 1 2 3, 1 2 3, and then we have this move here down. Okay, now this to me could possibly be a move towards the upside in terms of a three-way move. I'm just saying we could possibly be we could possibly not be finished yet. So we could just get a small correction up here one more time and then just shoot down before we start that deeper correction. Or we could have actually started that correction towards the upside, and we're getting the small moves to it, and we're just going to see how it plans out. But overall, we have a nice trend line here that we've drew, this yellow one that you can see on the screen. We want to kind of see the market come towards that trend line and give us a sort of price action confirmation around the 50 to 61.8, so long as it doesn't break that level right here. That's the invalidation level. If the validation dead level gets broken, then obviously it's completely different. But at the same time, um, you have to understand how this market moves. So if this market moves extremely impulsively now, and there's so much buy pressure coming in and it just breaks the upside, then we could essentially see the market continue more towards the upside, and this could be something else. Okay, so in terms of what I see here, we've just hit that 61.8%. We have to get a Fibonacci retracement, put it to the top, put it to the bottom, and you see that 61.8% right there. It could go higher, possibly to the 78.6, but our sort of main invalidation, sorry, our main invalidation is not here. Invalidation is right here. Sorry, that's why I got all confused on. Yeah. This is not the invalidation, but this is the invalidation. My apologies. So we could see a move towards the upside before we come more towards the downside. So just be careful with what you see happening in the market this week. We do have a few news coming out, but just be very, very careful with what you see happening here. Even on the smaller time scale, you know, you can see it how it's quite, you know, it's going towards the upside. Remember, the bias is still towards the downside. Okay. So let's go on to gold. So gold has been moving quite nicely, quite obviously it's very, very bullish, especially what's happening now right now with Israel, Iran as well. So there's gonna be a lot of heat and a lot of tension coming in. But what I'm under the assumption is gold is going to be forever bullish. I don't care what anyone says. You can put all this monetary, you know, fiscal policies in place by all these, you know, governments and things like that, who don't necessarily help anybody. You know, they just say they help people and then they steal from their own pockets, as they usually do. All this corrupt government. But what I'm just trying to say is, gold would always, always, always be a safe haven asset. This is a commodity. This is a resource that has historic value over a long duration of time. For people that understand economic turmoil that is happening or occurring around the whole world, um, this is the this is what I like to personally call God's money. All right, so gold is always, always, always in the long term going to be extremely bullish. That's what I genuinely believe. So, yeah, I'm gonna obviously stick more towards the upside, and what I've probably guessed is we've kind of finished off that wave three. So we have a wave one. Obviously, I'm not gonna show you my other parts of the charts. Like I said, you guys do what you gotta do. But I'm just saying, I'm just showing you a part of it. But you know, you probably get a lot of this out of this anyway. So you guys are all good. But what I'm trying to say is we could essentially see move more towards the upside. We have a nice wave one, wave two. We have a one, two here, a three. Could we be in that wave four? That wave four coming in now, which is why we're starting to see some sort of downward momentum in a three wave move, come back in three wave. This could be very, very, you know, corrective right here, because this is a wave four. If the wave two move quite sharp like that, then expect this wave four to be even like sideways, even longer. Like this is gonna be probably being up and down before we then start to see the market push more towards the upside. I wouldn't be surprised if gold in the long term, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets to even 2,500, even $3,000 in the long term. It will go up. It will go to even higher than 3,000 because gold is so worth so much more. If you take away the heavy manipulation of gold, yeah, gold is worth so much more money. But nevertheless, with what I've got here in terms of count, we currently finished off that wave three, um, and we could potentially be in for that wave four. Now this could also be a wave one, wave two, then a wave three, wave four, then wave five, then wave three finishes here before we start the wave four of this one. Then we get that move towards the upside. That's also a possibility as well, so keep that in mind. But in terms of what I see, in terms of what obviously what the price action is telling me, we're getting nice rejection candles coming in right here. So this could possibly be the start of the wave four. Just depends on how it goes. You know, you have a 1, 2, then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 3. Then we could say this is a wave 4, and then we got a huge long wave 5. But at the same time, you know, this could also be wave 1, wave 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then yeah, basically you get the gist, right? We're going towards the upside. Okay, I can't be bothered giving all you know these little micro counts. Even though I've got it, I'm just not showing you guys because that's just only for my eyes anyway. But yeah, so we could say obviously wave one, wave two, wave one, so then we enter wave one, wave two, wave three. We could be in for that wave four, then wave five, and then we should finish off the wave three. In my opinion, I think my closest sort of analysis that I would sort of say would be best for this pair, would probably consider this to be the wave three not complete yet, and we could essentially start to see this move just a little bit more like that sideways before we see one more push up to then complete the wave 3, and then we're going to start that bigger wave 4 here, wave 5 to finish off the 3, whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to assume we're going to be moving very, very sideways, correctively, you know, nasty. My suggestion, let this pair just play out. If we just literally come here, there's also a possibility where this pair just literally does this as a 1 2 3 as it is, and that's it, goes up. That means the wave 3 has completed, it will complete. That's also a possibility. You can just go 1 2 3, that's the sideways correction, and this will be considered as something sharp, whatever you call it. Sorry, this bit here, oh sorry, this bit here, so wave 1 here, there's 2. This is very, if this was, if you're saying that this is wave 1 and this is wave 2, right, then we could essentially see the market push even further. So if this is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, you get the gist. Then we could be in the wave 4, then wave 5, then that will finish the 3, then we could be in a bigger wave 4. What I'm trying to say is this wave has given us a 1 2 3. This is giving us a very sharp 2 1 2 3 4 corrective or more rectangular 4, and then we could see the market push up a little bit more, and then we push down towards the downside. Right, there's lots of options now. You know, what I'm basically trying to say is with this pair, overall, it is towards the upside. Yeah, this is going to still continue pushing up. We're going to definitely see the likes of 2,500. It's going to break all-time high. It's going to keep going high, mate, until you, yeah, until it's going to go very high anyway. My point is, this is very bullish. Don't look to sell this pair. You're an idiot if you do. I personally think. Play it with the trend. The trend is your friend, mate. All right. So that's gold. Let's go to pound yen. So pound yen has been moving very nicely. As I mentioned on my previous video as well, we've been going towards the downside. And what did we get? Well, we have here we go. One. We have the wave. So we have a wave 1. Then we have this, the wave 2. We started to push down. Probably given that rejection of the 61.8, we come all the way to the top. Just scrapes it. So your stop loss would have been something like there, and you would have sold that right here. Or this could essentially be an A, B, C right here, and now we come for a 1 2 3, and then we shoot down. Okay, so let me just delete some of this stuff so it's a bit more clearer. We are in that wave 4 now. I have sold this pair even though I shouldn't be selling because it's against the trend, but I'm already out of the trade. It's not necessarily something I really want to stay on. I just didn't like it. The fact that it just made me think quite a bit. I hate the fact that I had to always just constantly look at it, because since I'm going against the trend, it's just bad psychology. Yeah, don't go against the trend. Trust me, don't go against the trend. 1 2 3, or 1 2. So if I get my trace mark, just so you guys can understand me a little bit better. Here we go. So we have a huge rejection to that 61.8. 1 2 3, 61.8 hit. You can see it right here first. And then we had this move all the way to the upside. So is this the wave X completed? Possibly. B, and then we're getting that move towards the downside again. So A, B, or this could essentially be B right here, which we're finishing up right here, since it hasn't created a new thing. So we could be finishing up the B. So this can all be a B wave right here. So this can move sideways as much as it wants. So here we go. So be careful what you see. This could be a triangle for a B wave, possibly. We have a 1 2 3, 1 2 3. Maybe this gives us a 1 2 3, then up here, then another 1 2 3, then bang, and then shoots down. So be careful. So yeah, with this pair, we're going to be look to just hold on our, sit on our hands. Don't look to, even if you get that nice sell coming in, the trend is to the upside. Still look to continue to buy it, in my opinion. Just waiting for this to essentially finish. But yeah, I would say a lot of the pairs this week are very hands-on. Let's go into pound dollar. So pound dollar has been giving us some good signs. We have a nice wave count here, right here. This is on the weekly time frame. So you got 1 2 1 2 3 4 5, etc. 3, then a 4, then a 5. Let me just reset this. Give me a second, guys. There we go. So 1 2 1 2 3 4 5. Oops, here we go. 3. Then we have a 4. And then we have a wave 5, and we're getting that sort of, you can see the zigzag pattern right here, A, B, C, coming into play. Are we going to hit that sort of level right here, 61.8? We just got to see how it reacts with the price action. right? This is going to be our first sort of signal to see if the market is going to reverse. So what I tend to do is look at the weekly time frame, and if the weekly time frame closes towards like a pin bar or something like that, then I know on the higher time frame the directional bias has changed. Okay, so the big guys play with the higher time frame. You follow their direction. So the higher time frame, I'm waiting for this weekly. I haven't traded this pair. I haven't got any signal to buy it. I want to buy this pair because it's very very cheap to compare to what it was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm waiting for that weekly price action to tell me on the higher time frame, does this price action give me a signal to say that is the market going to continue going towards the upside. So I am assuming we hit the 61.8, we've just gone below that, which is perfectly fine. But let's see how it does with the 61.8%. Does it give us a price action pin, but does it give us something to tell us to go up? If it does, then we know that the analysis that I previously had, where this is a WX and this is essentially, sorry about that, my headphones did turn off just there. Um, but this is could be a WXY, so WX, and this is be a WX, and then we can be a 1, 2, 3 as a Y towards the upside, and that's it, finished. So we could just start to see some movement outside now. If, for example, if for example we start to see the market giving us that pin bar signal towards the upside, then I can look at the lower time frame count and say, okay, what's the best level to buy now? All for the long-term traders out there that are holding for long-term, like myself, our smartest move will obviously be to wait for this wave to be broken, okay? Because this is the connector. Okay, this is what's connecting this wave and this wave together. Once this wave has been broken towards the upside, we understand that the high has been created, or a new high has been created, and then we're going to start to see some drastic move towards the downside. Once the price action was given here, that's our entry, stop loss is there. There's no point buying now for this time and have a stop loss down here. That's a big stop loss, right? Let's be smart. Even from here to even there to there's a very very big stop loss. So you want to get in just a little bit earlier. So you want to obviously look at the price action and see what it says, and if it's breaking sort of higher highs and higher lows, find out the previous highs and lows. You guys can do that yourself, and basically go from there. But in terms of this pair, we're sitting on our hands as well. It is a bit of a chill week, I'm gonna say, until the news kicks off. But with that, in regardless of that, this probably will just be a lot of it's going to be a start to a possible long correction. That's what I think anyway. You could just be like moving sideways, 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 then eventually something comes, whatever. Yeah, so just be careful. But that's my analysis, guys. Hope you guys do like it. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe. I do have a Patreon for all those people that are interested in mentorship. You guys will have access to my private Discord, and I hope you guys have a blessed week. God bless. Take care of yourself. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.